Hello everyone, welcome back to my channel. Ebbs here. It's morning over here, and the first thing I do is I take my apple cider vinegar water, and I want to make a body and hand lotion. So the first thing is bring out my ingredients. The oil I'll be using is avocado oil, and this is fragrance black amber and lavender. Then, of course, the cetyl alcohol and emulsifying wax. These are binders that binds water and oil together. Since they cannot be binded together on its own, we need like an emulsifier. Now, this is my stick blender. This is what I use in blending everything together. And this here is a syringe. I use it to take the lotion into the container. And here I'm using distilled water. Please, if you're going to be trying this, do not use tap water. Use distilled water, and get a scale, a measuring scale, so you can be able to measure everything. All the ingredients and the amounts, everything is going to be in the description box below. Now I'm adding vegetable glycerin. Vegetable glycerin is a moisturizer, a softener, a lubricant to your skin. So I'm adding this to the water phase. We have the water phase and the oil phase. So I've prepared my oil phase. Now this is the I prepared my water phase. This is the oil phase. So this I'm adding avocado oil to a heat resistant container. Then of course I decided to just switch stuff around and add another oil, which is the grapeseed oil. And this here I'm adding the emulsifying wax to the oil. And the next thing I'll be doing is adding the cetyl alcohol. After that, I'm going to put both the oil and the water phase into a water bath. So I'm going to cover it with foil, and this foil is supposed to help retain everything that is in here, so it doesn't evaporate, especially the water. So the next thing I'm going to just mix my oil and water together. You can do it either way. You can add your water into the oil or your oil into the water. It works. The most important thing is to blend them together. And this blending, I'm going to be blending for about 10 minutes. And the cooler it gets, the thicker it becomes. So for the first few minutes, it will look like it's not going to get thick because it's still hot. So I'm going to blend this for a while, then I'll be back. Okay, now I've blended it for like 10 minutes. I'm going to remove my stick blender now and use my spatula to mix everything together. If you look closely, you can see that it's thick now, but it's not as thick as it should be. The cooler it gets, like I said earlier, the cooler it gets, the thicker it becomes. So I'm going to cover this with a foil paper and let it sit for about 10 minutes, then come back to it. Now it's all cool, and if you look closely, it's thicker. I'll be adding my antioxidants. This is the the oil phase is part 1, the water phase part 2, then of course this is part C, which is the cool down phase. And the cool down phase, I'm adding vitamin E, that is supposed to be an antioxidant. And of course, because there's water in this, I'm going to be adding the preservative. And for this preservative, I'm using Germal Plus. Then of course, I'll be adding my fragrance, the Nature's Garden Black Amber and Lavender. That's what I'm adding here. Then of course, I'm going to mix this with my spatula. Then of course, I'll go in with my stick blender to make sure everything is well incorporated. And voila, it's all done, well incorporated. I blended it, used my spatula, and it's not as thick as it initially was because I've added other ingredients to it, but it's all good now and very moisturizing. It looks very luxurious. Wow, I feel good with myself that I was able to accomplish this. It's better than using some lotions and stuff in the market where it's really filled with ingredients that are not good for the skin. So this is cruelty free, nothing whatsoever that is going to destroy the skin. I hope you enjoyed the making of this body and hand lotion. Please give me a like and drop a comment if you need to ask a few questions. I'll appreciate it. Now, please, if you want to make this, please tag me on my Instagram handle, Edennaturally. It's there on the screen, and I really appreciate it. Please share to a few friends that you know would like to try this. I'll appreciate that. Bye bye. See you next time.